Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update, sponsored by Tax Network USA, America's #1 choice for tax resolution. Please go to tnusa.com/bill or call 800-245-6000. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It's Wednesday, July 10th, 2024. Here's what's happening today in America. Joe at NATO, 25th Amendment, Sotomayor's guns, and AI papers. That's all coming up. Then Bill's going to be here with your message of the day. But first, Joe Biden has his big boy NATO press conference tomorrow. His press secretary and national security advisor called it a big boy press conference. For real, that's a real thing. Big boy press conference. NATO has their big meeting in D.C. 32 countries, plus Australia, Japan, New Zealand, and South Korea, as well as Ukraine. NATO's celebrating their 75th anniversary. 6 Democrat House members have publicly called for Biden to quit the campaign, but the German chancellor told reporters before departing for America that he had no concern about Biden's health. Meanwhile, Speaker Johnson said of the 25th Amendment, desperate times call for desperate measures. I think the 25th Amendment is appropriate here. The 25th Amendment was ratified in 1967, inspired by the Kennedy assassination. It says that if the vice president and a majority of the 15-member cabinet agrees that the president is unfit for office, they can let Congress know. The president then has a chance to refute that claim, and the vice president and cabinet would have 4 days to make a counter argument to Congress. Then Congress votes, and if 2/3 of the Senate and the House approve the removal of the president from office, then the vice president is named the new president. The left pushed the 25th Amendment against Trump back in 2020, at which time he said, Democrats, be careful what you wish for. A deputy U.S. Marshal shot a would-be carjacker who pulled a gun on him while he was guarding the home of Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor in Washington, D.C. 2 deputies were parked outside of her home when an 18-year-old walked up to one of the deputies at around 1:15 in the morning, pointed a gun at one of the marshals, and the other marshal fired several shots at the suspect. Reminder that Sonia Sotomayor, in a dissent in the court, said the framers did not write the Second Amendment in order to protect a private right of armed self-defense. That's a bit awkward, isn't it? A study found that college papers written by artificial intelligence were undetected by graders 94% of the time and were given 1 full grade higher on average. I'm Mike Slater. Bill O'Reilly with your message of the day. Next.
Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. If the government continues its printing and spending, the dollar could continue its free fall, but there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Wednesday, when I departed Fox News in April 2017, the O'Reilly factor had just ended with a record quarter, according to the Nielsen ratings people. So my goal was to carry our no-spin philosophy into a new arena that would eventually compete with the media corporations. I knew that would be difficult. But now, thanks to Joe Biden, we have accomplished our initial goal. The No Spin News has put up astonishing numbers since the debate on June 27th. More than 3 million viewers saw our analysis on YouTube alone. In addition, hundreds of thousands caught us on the First TV, DirecTV, and our other video distributors. Hundreds of thousands also hear us on syndicated radio. Finally, our broadcast is now worldwide, but that audience is impossible to estimate. However, I get mail from New Zealand to the North Pole, from Shanghai, China to Thailand. So it is an amazing reach. Also, my comments on X about politics have tens of millions of impressions. It's a new world media, no doubt. Many news consumers understand that corporations have agendas and propaganda masquerading as news can be profitable. So they are looking elsewhere for honest appraisals. We are very glad they have found us. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. All right, let's go to the mail. Jillian, I just read President Biden's letter to the congressional Democrats declining to drop out of the race. What now? What can they do if he will not leave? They can't do anything. But I don't think that's going to happen. The pressure is going to be unbearable. I could be wrong on this, but I told you something big was going to happen. Something big did happen. The debate. Now I think he's done. Lee, concierge member, Bill, unless Jill Biden, the Biden family decide Joe needs to go, nothing will happen. All the rest of the discussion is folderol. What a great word. Folderol, meaning nonsensical. F-A-L-D-E-R-A-L. Way to go, Lee. Folderol. I had to look it up. Andrew, Nikki Haley is a uniparty controlled opposition globalist. She would betray Donald Trump at the first opportunity if he chose her as VP. Maybe. I'm just telling you that she'd be the strongest vote getter in that category. Paul Butko, Sarasota, Florida. Who is to be greatly feared as America's number one enemy? Not China, not Russia, not all the migrants entering the country. It's the corporate media, those who lie and deceive. You look, they're at the top of the list, Paul. They've hurt our country dramatically, which is why I'm not in the corporate media any longer. Joe Poland, Andover, Connecticut, as a follow-up to my earlier email about Kamala's VP possible pick. Is it possible she would pick Letitia James, Governor Hochul, Governor Newsom, or Michelle Obama? No, none of those are going to be on the ticket with Kamala. I don't know who would be, but she's got to go a little bit center, I think, in the Democratic center. In a moment, something you might not know. If you own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles and have an auto warranty about to expire or have no warranty at all, listen up. Car Shield has a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that's now available to the public. Save on out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. So please call Car Shield now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. 800-925-7584 for a free quote. Drivers who activate the vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. So please call for your free quote, 800-925-7584, 800-925-7584. Hey, what do you have to lose? 800-925-7584. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 59 years ago today, a British rock group hit number one in the USA. The smash single started a global frenzy that continues to this day. The group, the Rolling Stones. The song, I Can't Get No Satisfaction. Here is the story. Mick Jagger and Keith Richards first met when they were 5 years old. The two attended the same grammar school. Then Jagger moved away in 1950, but the duo reunited 10 years later as teens. Jagger attended the prestigious London School of Economics before ditching his education to pursue a career in music. On July 10th, 1965, the song Satisfaction hit number one in the U.S. Satisfaction, Bill Gates paid the Stones $5 million to use the song Start Me Up for the release of Microsoft Windows 95. In total, the Rolling Stones have recorded 29 studio albums, 13 live albums, had 8 number one hits, sold 300 million records. In 1965, the Stones performed at New York City's Carnegie Hall. The price for front row seats back then, $2.50. And here's something else you might not know. The Stones are also famous for writing hit singles about average people. The song Jumpin' Jack Flash is actually about Keith Richards' gardener. Said the guitarist, quote, "The lyrics came from a gray dawn in England. Mick and I had been up all night. It was raining outside, and there was a sound of these boots near the window. Mick said, 'What's that?' I said, 'Oh, that's my gardener, Jack. We call him Jumpin' Jack.' The rest, as the cliche goes, is history. The Stones still on the road." Back after this. Are you feeling the impact of recent timeshare industry changes? Now more than ever, the costs of timeshare ownership far outweigh the benefits. My friends at Lone Star Transfer are the only company I trust to help you get out. Our listeners' positive feedback demonstrates why I've supported the company for years. For more than a decade, they have helped over 20,000 owners get out of the timeshare. Their exclusive options can help you get out faster and easier, more than any other option in the country. They are the only company that will give you a written guarantee and release you from your timeshare in a specific time frame. With an A+ rating at the Better Business Bureau and thousands of 5-star reviews, customer service is their top priority. For free consultation and a guaranteed solution, please call 855-551-7066. That's 855-551-7066, or go to LoneStarTransfer.com. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.